This is 5.3 part 1. So in this section we're going to be using our equations of the lines to find slope and put it together as a new equation. So here, when asked to find a line that crosses through the point given and is parallel or perpendicular to a line given, our step 1 is determine the slope of the line, and if it's perpendicular we find the negative reciprocal. Our step 2 is to use y is equal to mx plus b and plug in the slope that we just calculated and x and y to find b, and then rewrite in form asked. Okay, so this first question says, write the equation of a line that passes through a, which is x, or sorry, it says 1 and negative 2, and b of 2 and negative 4. So to find slope, that's the first thing that we need to do. We're going to use m is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So here we have x1, y1, x2, y2. And that's going to be negative 4 minus 2 over 2 minus 1. So we get negative 2 over 1, which is just negative 2. Okay, and that's our m. It doesn't mention perpendicular or parallel, so we'll just leave it like that. Our step 2, we are going to find the b. So we're going to use formula y is equal to mx plus b. For finding b, whenever we have a formula like this, we can only use one unknown. So here our unknown is going to be b because that's what we're looking for. So to find b, we need to use an x and a y. We can either use this point or we can use this point. It doesn't matter what you choose. Okay, I'm going to choose this one just because it's first. So here, instead of y, I'm going to write minus 2. My m is what I found for my slope here. So it's also minus 2. X is 1, and then I'm looking for b. So here I have minus 2. Negative 2 times 1 is just going to be negative 2. And then I'm going to add 2 to both sides to move it over away from the b. So I get 0 is equal to b. So here I have an m of negative 2 and a b of 0. So my step 3 is put together. Okay, so I have y is equal to mx plus b, and I want it to put my numbers in. So my m is negative 2, x, and b is 0. So this is my final answer. Y is equal to negative 2x plus 0. Okay. Next it says, find the equation of the line in slope-intercept form. So they want the answer to be is y is equal to mx plus b. That passes through point negative 3, 7. So here we have an x and y, and is parallel to this line. Okay, so this time, we still do the same 3 steps. Slope, find b, put together. However, this time, they're giving us a line. Okay, and we're going to use that to find our slope. So to find our slope here, we need to change this into y is equal to mx plus b, and then our m is the slope. So we're going to subtract 2x from both sides. Negative 3y is equal to negative 2x plus 6. And then we'll divide everything by minus 3. So we get y is equal to 2 over 3x minus 2. So here our m is 2 over 3. Then we check it's parallel, so we're going to keep this the same. Okay, so here we found, because they gave us 2 points, we found slope using our slope formula. Here they gave us the equation of a line and said it's parallel to that line, so we changed it to y is equal to mx plus b and then pulled out the slope. For step 2 now, it wants it going through this point. So that means that whatever we found here as a b is not accurate. We cannot use it. We have to calculate a new b using this point. Okay, so it's saying like, what this is saying is you have one line here. Okay, that's our original line, let's just say. That's this line. And then we want another line that's parallel, so it has a similar slope, But notice how it's going through completely different points. The b value, which would be where it crosses this line, here, let's pretend this is like at 2. This one is like at -3. They're completely different. So that's why we cannot use this number. We can't use this b value, okay? So now we need it to go in the form y is equal to mx plus b. We're going to use the x and y that they gave us in the problem. So here they have 7 is equal to 2 over 3. And then our x here is -3. And whoops, let me just write it. No, let me just write it as -3 over 1 because it's a fraction, so that makes it easier. And we don't know b, so we'll write it as plus b. Okay. So here I have, whoops, 7 is equal to 2 times -3 gives me -6. 3 times 1 gives me 3. I can simplify. -6 divided by 3 is -2. Then I'm going to add 2 to both sides. 7 plus 2 is 9. So 9 is equal to b. And my step 3 is to put those two things together. So I have y is equal to 2 over 3x plus 9. And I'm done. So we'll try another example now. This one says, find the equation of the line in slope-intercept form that passes through this point. So here's my x and y, and is perpendicular to this line. Okay, so same steps. 1, I need to find the slope. So I'm going to take this line, 2x minus y is equal to 3, and I need to change it to y is equal to mx plus b. So I'll subtract 2x from both sides. I get -y is equal to -2x plus 3. And then I'll divide everything by -1. So I get y is equal to 2x minus 3. So here my m is 2. But the question says perpendicular. So that means I need to take that slope and I need to make it perpendicular. So it's -1 over 2. I flipped it and I changed the sign. My step 2 is the same. Find b. So I'm going to take y is equal to mx plus b. My y here is -4. My m is -0.5. My x is 6. And then plus b. So I multiply across, I get -6 over 2 plus b. I can divide that. -6 divided by 2 is going to be -3 plus b. And then I'm going to move the 3 over by adding it to both sides. So I get -1 is equal to b. And I look at my question. This also says slope-intercept form. So now I'm going to put together, and I have y is equal to -1/2 x minus 1. Okay, and that's my final answer for this question. Oops, I forgot to highlight this. Okay, so should I just finish this? Yeah, I'm just going to continue this video. You can do all the questions at the end. So for this next one, it says, find the equation of the line in slope-intercept form that's parallel to the first line and has the same y-intercept as the second line. So we're going to start this one off the same as you're finding the slope. So you're going to take the one that it says it's parallel. This means they're referencing slope. So here we have 2x plus 5y is equal to -10. And for this one, we know we need to change it into y is equal to mx plus b. So I'll subtract 2x from both sides. 5y is equal to -2x minus 10. And then I'll divide everything by 5. Y is equal to -2 over 5x minus 2. So here my slope is -2 over 5, and I check the question, and it's parallel. So that's my final slope. Second, they want the same y-intercept. Y-intercept is the same as b. So they want us to use this and find the b. Well, to find the b, we need to, when they're giving us an equation like this, we need to do the same thing and change it into y is equal to mx plus b. So we'll move our 4x over. We have -3y is equal to -4x minus 9. and then divide everything by -3. So we get y is equal to 4/3x plus 3. So here our b is 3. So our third step, we're going to put together our m and our b. So we get y is equal to -2/5x plus 3. That's our final answer here. Next it says, this one says, determine the equation of the line parallel to the graph going through the given point in standard form. So here's our point, x and y. Okay, we're going to use that to find b. On this one, they give us a graph. So it's actually easy to find the slope. We just need to find 2 points that go through the graph. And this one is going down 2, so that's -2, and then to the right 1, so +1. So our slope, our m here, is equal to -2/1. Or you can just say -2. 2, we need to find b. So our y, we're going to use our point that they gave us up here. So our y is going to be 2, our m is -2, our x is -2 plus b. So we get 2 is equal to 4 plus b. We're going to subtract 4 from both sides. So we get -2 is equal to b. Okay, our next step, we're going to put together. So we have y is equal to -2x minus 2. So our slope was -2 and our b was -2. So those go there and there. And then this question says standard form. So in this one, we have a step 4, which is transform ORM to standard. So we're going to take this, y is equal to -2x minus 2, and we're going to move the 2x to the other side. Okay, so we have 2x plus y is equal to -2. If we had any fractions, we'd get rid of them. If this first one was negative, we would get rid of that. But in this case, this is standard form. So remember, standard form is ax plus by is equal to c. And there are no fractions. And a must be positive. Okay. So for the homework for this section, there's page 204, number 7, A to F. Page 209, number 2, A to F. Number 3, A to F. Page 212, number 6, 7, and 9. And page 211, number 4 and 5. Okay. And that's the end of 5.3.